Hey everybody, another video. Had a couple things show up over the weekend, so I thought I would dive in and update you on a couple of these pieces. First update on the Pi mechanical ring from ACEDC. I had said I had some tuning to do, so I've got these two stainless steel balls in there instead of four, which I had on the previous one, and they were the black silicone nitrate, I think it is, the black ones, and those tend to be a little quieter. So definitely perfectly tuned now. So I'm loving that. I'm actually thinking about, I'm not thinking about it, I'm going to do it anyway, because I already ordered it. But I think I'm going to set up like a kind of a cadence to my videos where the first 5 minutes, maybe I talk about the pieces or I talk about the creator. And then the next 5, I talk about my feelings on the piece or whether I liked it or not. And then I finish it with an ASMR condenser mic. So these microphones really hone in on very fine sounds. And I'd love to be able to just like really put that thing up to it. Just all of these, every fidget that I review. That way you really get a sense of the true sound of the video. And maybe I just release some where there is no talking and it's just the sounds of the clicks. I mean, that's what we're here for. You are watching this because you want to know how all these sound and if you should buy them. And it's kind of hard sometimes when you get those thumps or the pops because of the microphone inside the iPhone, right? It's not a professional microphone. So just letting you know, that's coming in the weeks to come here. All right, let's jump in. First, up at the top, let's get the negativity out of the way because this is a dog. Yuck. For a company that has nailed it on every other front, O1 EDC has had incredible magnetic pieces. I want to say they were the branch off of Mackie originally, so the CP3 became the O1 mechanical slider where you could go back and forth like that. And then they released these as kind of a budget version of that. They started as a mechanical piece, and now they have this magnetic one that's 3-layered. It's like the magnetic feeling piece or something like that. Woof. So this is stainless steel. It was the first time I've gotten a fidget, and it's been much larger than I expected. This is a O1 slider, all right, for instance. I expected it to be about the same size. It is not. This thing is fucking chunky. So that was the first thing that really threw me. I was like, my God, this is big, and the bigger it is, especially stainless steel, the heavier it's going to be. When you open it up, and I think they made some mention in the product description about tuning fork. That's bullshit because, I mean, this isn't a tuning fork. If you've had the, was it JUZHEN-EDC thing? JUZHEN EDC, I don't know. If you've had that thing, that actually has like a tuning fork in the middle. This is literally, they just made the center post offset. All right. And then it's got balls in it. Don't worry, I tried it without the balls. It was not good. It was scratchy. So here it is with. I mean, good God. awful. There's nothing. I mean, maybe if you're into that sound. It's just a lot of really heavy clacking. Ugh. It doesn't sound good. It's not fun like other 01EDC products. If they were going to make like a budget version, I don't know. I wouldn't pay for a budget version if it's absolutely nothing like the original version. I would skip right past this guy. Don't get that. Don't get that. How about this guy? So this is the updated version of this style ring right here. This was the V1 of the AC/EDC mechanical ring. All right, and now this is the Shadow Raider. You can see it says Shadow Raider mechanical ring 2. MR2. I've spent quite a bit of time trying to get the tunage in this just right, and it ain't easy, but so it really doesn't get much louder than that. One thing that people are really enjoying about this one, though, is there's a spot inside when you take this off within the metal middle spot you can put trits or tritum tubes. And those are some sort of nuclear waste encapsulated in little tiny pill form, not for consumption, but you can put it right in there so it glows and gives your finger little finger cancer. That's a lie. I was thinking about getting some myself, but anyway, that is just okay. Cool design though. This one is the 42 Cosmo mechanical ring. The design for this one is you can see magnets in there. So yeah, I guess not mechanical, but anyway, each magnet, like the oh Jesus, positive charge, I've completely lost my brain, is that way on that one and this way on that one, so that these little buttons also have magnets, will oppose and attract, and so you turn it, right, and those little buttons are what's making the popping sound instead of a mechanical feature. And they pop up and you can do that maybe. I don't think anybody's doing that. I mean, it's better to like almost rub your thumb or finger around it because it gives kind of a worrystone feel. They pop up and go down. This one's a little awkward just because it's almost, I mean, you can see there it's not necessarily half and half, but maybe a third part that does not turn and 2/3 what does. So you have to keep your thumb off to the edge. It's not the worst, but it's not the best, just because yeah, I mean, you can't push it right down the middle because you're getting caught on this side. And they could have made this a little more textured, probably, to maybe make it easier to push. Yeah, it's only okay, but if you're a big pie head, PEI, or Ultim, this is a nice little addition, right? It's a 42 Cosmo. I believe they call it the Star Ring. All right. Check that out. So this one is not really my design, typically, or my style, rather. Of course, it's not my design. But this is the gamer track top shell thing for the 01 EDC, either mechanical or magnetic slider. This one's finely tuned for maximum pings because everyone wants pings right now. It's kind of funny how it goes in waves. When I first got into fidgets, everyone was like, if you don't only fidget with magnetic stuff, you're a loser. And then next thing you know, people got into mechanical stuff. And what mechanical stuff did I have originally? There was only like a few mechanical items out there, and everyone was like, that thing's garbage. And now, what do you know? It's like the mechanical renaissance, revolution, and now we're entering the space of ping. Right, you hear that? Man. I mean, that's good ping. You don't hear it as much on this side because this is a stainless steel shell, so it deadens a lot of that noise. This is titanium. So even though I have it set up the same way on both sides, it's pretty interesting, actually. Right? Now, stainless steel. So it's kind of crazy how material can affect that so much. Anyway, I'll get to it. These little things compress, so that's fun, right? It's not like each button compresses differently. It's just one little compression pad underneath. It does add a significant thickness to the slider, but and it only comes as one piece. All right, so it's a one-piece add-on. So you have to pair it with another shell. If you put two on, that would be a beast, but it'd be pretty cool. And then, I don't know if you could see when I was close up, there is a little ball in there, right there. And you can actually sit there and try to mess with it, of course. Oh, damn, I'm doing good for not being able to see shit. Whoop, whoop. Let's see, did I complete it? I'm not seeing anything. Where am I? Well, anyway, that's that. So that's pretty cool if you're really into 01 EDC and you just like some of the different styles of shells. I mean, that adds a little grip and it's not rough or anything like that. It's very nicely machined. That's nice to just have like a little additional press. Yeah, so that's that. All right. This was kind of like a bonus addition to these two and this that I purchased from Vito. All right. I'm never going to get it back together once I do this, but I want to show you guys. This is I never, ever, I never have the right tools. I gotta get a second set. We'll just talk about it, because listen, it's not a great piece, but it's essentially what 42 Cosmo has going on, right? You can see the little saw teeth inside. All right, but this one is interesting because the way it's made is there is a single center post and then two bent pieces of metal like this, and then a spring at both the top and the bottom. And so as those things click and clack, those metal pieces kind of get compressed and shoot out around that center post. So that was curious. I didn't expect that, and be very careful in taking it apart if you have one, because those two little pieces will shoot out. But I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's not the best slide. You can see that there's already a lot of wear on the sides just from since I've had it. And you almost have to like take it very gently to get those clicks from it. But it literally looks like a blue jean, and then the name's Lee, and it's confusing. It's got this kind of blue wash on it, and this is stainless steel, I would assume. It's heavy, but it's made to look like someone found it in a barn or something. So I think maybe these Lee people might be on to a little something with that kind of unique internal design. Explore it, but it ain't there yet. All right, this is the WJ Creation. Their first one was the Brownie, and that was just this smooth Worry Stone Zerk. Ooh, really felt nice, and it had a really good ping. And I think the Brownie is what kind of kicked off the ping revolution, at least for me. So this one, they only had one piece available, and this is also Zerk, but the difference is an intensive track, right? So there's Paragraph. Paragraph is when the ball spaces are a little further apart, so you'd get like a ting, 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 which is how the Brownie is. And then you've got intensive, and this isn't even as intensive as most other sliders. Usually when you see intensive, it's like a half of a ball before the next divot. And so you get these like, oh, shit, right here. There you go. That's usually intensive. You see there's like the first one, then there's like a half of a space for a ball. So you get very close and quick pings, all right? Clicks. So this one is not as pingy, being, see there's no ping that way. And there's ping that way. And it's weird, their design, I mean, this isn't maybe it's a Teflon, but it feels more like a harder plastic. It's not as soft as Teflon. And then this one actually has this insert that you can screw out, where the Brownie, this is machined into the back side of the Zerk. But it's a really good ping right at the end. Hear that? Yeah. So now already having the Brownie, do I need to have this guy around? Not really. He's a little thicker, for sure. And maybe the pings aren't as good, but something tells me I'm going to keep him around for a little while and maybe mess around with them. But this one also was being sold with the trits that fit, but you had to glue them in. And I don't know about that. That seems like something I don't want to do right away, just start gluing stuff to them. So I'm going to keep them plain, at least for now. But that's the creation from WJ. So, oh my God, it sounds so good. Okay, that is it. That's the new stuff. Thank you everybody for watching. Hey, when we get to 1,000, right? We're like almost at 800. Just a slow creep. When we get to 1,000, I'm gonna give something like legit away. Something really legit. Not that the other ones haven't been legit, but I mean like a little more expensive. So up the numbers. Let's go. Subscribe if you haven't, and invite some friends. All right. Thanks everybody.